Good evening, and welcome to the LSA4U presentation on athletics here at LaSalle Academy. This evening, I'm going to take you through some of the clubs and activities that we have, as well as the 6 sports that we currently compete in. At LaSalle, we truly believe, while we have 6 very different sports, we are one team. Here at LaSalle, we focus on educating the whole child, and we do so using the 5 core principles of Lasallian education. Concern for the poor and social justice. We tell our young men, enter to learn, leave to serve. Faith in the presence of God. On a daily basis, we say, let us remember that we are in the holy presence of God in all things that we do. Quality education means teaching the minds and touching the hearts of the young men entrusted to our care. Respect for all persons, as we honor and respect the dignity of all individuals. We also recite daily, live Jesus in our hearts forever. And an inclusive community. We celebrate diversity and welcome all members of our community. As we often say, we are LaSalle. These core principles aren't just principles that are enforced in each and every classroom, but also in the fields of competition. We truly believe in it. As the assistant principal for student services, we have a number of clubs that we also offer, from the drama club to the chess club to the Spanish club, the yearbook and photography, as well as a number of other clubs that are centered on teaching our young men how to be leaders in our society, how to be leaders in their classrooms, in the hallways, and in their communities. The first of our sports, handball, a sport steeped in tradition in New York City, as handball courts appear all over the city. Something that we've kept alive at LaSalle, and our handball team continues to grow each and every year as they compete on the Lower East Side on one of the many handball courts available to young men around this city. Next up is our track program, an iconic sport in our country. Competes in 3 seasons, cross country in the fall, indoor in the winter, and outdoor in the spring. Our young men learn discipline and mental toughness and learn how to push themselves. This picture that I've displayed is an iconic picture of sorts, one from just a few years ago as our track program started to experience a resurgence, something that we're very proud of as our track team grew from 7 members to 50 students, something that challenges them both on and off the track, as they are consistently one of our school's top performing academic groups. Our track team is a fine example of truly using New York as our campus, as they practice right down the block on the East 6th Street track on the FDR. But they also travel up to Van Cortlandt, often practicing there as they prepare for the cross-country season. The dedication of our coaches is second to none, as 3 seasons of track begin in August and don't end until June. We often encourage our freshmen to join the track team, and the bonds that they've forged there are lifelong bonds, things that we can't replace, and we encourage them to participate and to get involved in our community in so many different ways, and track is one of the first ways they can do so. The third of our sports is soccer. Soccer is also undergoing a resurgence with a very young team this year, making it all the way to the CHSA city semifinals. This team, despite the pandemic, was able to successfully complete their season in a very safe and respectful manner, and we're very proud of what they brought to the table. The soccer program also practices over by the East River on East 6th Street field, with our home games being played either at the East River or on Randall's Island to try to keep all of our games local. Sometimes we've even played in Central Park, as we want the opportunity for our young men to have their families support them and see them compete. The fourth of our sports, bowling, one of the most successful sports at LaSalle over the last 10 years, boasting multiple city championships. Coached by legendary coach Ron Anderson, our bowling squad consistently has been at the top of the Catholic High School Athletic League in wins and championships. This year, our JV team is going for a record 5th city championship in a row. Our varsity team also has been in or won the city championship in 6 out of the last 7 seasons. Bowling is easily one of our better and most dominant sports here at LaSalle Academy. The next sport is baseball. Baseball also went through a resurgence in the last couple of years, as we boast a city championship in JV and in varsity in 2017. One of our most famous alums, John Candelaria, pitched for multiple teams in Major League Baseball and was a member of the 1979 World Series champion Pittsburgh Pirates. Some of the fiercest competitors in our school, our baseball program continues to be successful, playing in the shadows of our city once again in the East River Park. Our baseball program has proven year in and year out to be one of the most successful programs in our building, while teaching great life skills and developing true leaders. We use our sports as a method of teaching life. The last of our sports is basketball. I have the privilege of being a varsity basketball coach, and in 2017, we restored our good name back to prominence as we were able to win the Class B New York State Federation Championship. After capturing the city championship and the Catholic State Championship, it was a true honor to be able to coach this team, but also to be able to be respectful of the history that we have as an institution with this sport here in New York City. As you can see, an owner of multiple city championships, our basketball program continues to grow and develop, something that we are very proud of. If there's one thing that we truly believe, it's that we're a family. As you can see, we've had 7 players drafted into the NBA. We have a great history with basketball in New York City. 2 of the pictures that you see on the screen now come from our alumni gatherings in 2018 and 2019, where alums came back and were able to compete against each other. But the one thing that they all stated as what was the most important part of being back and visiting LaSalle was they felt back home. They felt back a part of the family. That's something that we continue to emphasize, something that we continue to grow, and something that we will always be known for. The brotherhood that is LaSalle Academy, that is often expressed and complemented with our sports program. We'd like to thank you for your time and your attention. You're welcome to email us at any time for any additional information at athletics@lasalleacademy.org, and feel free to follow us on Twitter and Instagram as we regularly post updates regarding our student athletes, activities, as well as alumni. We hope that you had a great evening and have a blessed Thanksgiving. Good night.